What's up, y'all? It's Crocodile Cam. We have my boy Dorian Miranda, wildlife biologist. And who we have here?
My name is Corey Gardner.
Yeah. So here we are with some of Corey's snakes. He has a very nice collection of hot snakes, which also means venomous. Here we have a couple rattlesnakes, and we're going to be sexing them today, which is where we probe them to figure out whether they're male or female. Before we actually sex the snake, we're each going to take a guess on whether it's a male or a female. And here we go. Before we get started, let's go ahead and show you guys some of the tools that we'll be using. So Corey, you want to tell them what these are?
These are tubes that we use, and there's different sizes. The different sizes of snakes, and the trick is to convince the snake to enter the tube, which can sometimes be a little bit of an issue, but not usually. Then when the snake is a third of the way in, you grab hold of the snake and the tube to prevent the snake from coming back out, and you have to pick a diameter tube that correlates with the size of the snake. You want the snake to easily fit in, but you don't want it large enough where the snake can decide, no, I'm not doing this today, and wants to turn around and come back and see what's going on here. So you want to be sure, like I say, and pick the appropriate, but as you can see, there's a whole variety of different size tubes that can be used. Then once they're in there a third of the way and you grab hold of them, they can't come back and they can't go forward. And then in fact, you take the probes.
So here's the probe kit that we have. So these probes here that Corey just mentioned, you'll stick them into the snake's cloaca. And depending on how far it goes in, that tells us whether it's a male or a female. Now, some of the tools that we'll be using to handle the snakes, because they are venomous, here we have a snake grabber, and then we have some snake hooks as well. And before we actually sex the snake, we're each going to take a guess on whether it's a male or a female and see if we're right.
Because you should be able to tell from rattlesnakes by the area in the tail, how wide they are, and if it's long and thin or fat. But these are only indications. And if you're going to be doing snake pairing up and you're going to want to breed them, you want to make pretty sure of what you've got before you spend all that time and energy in with two females or two males. So you really want to, but we're going to guess, as Cameron said, beforehand, so that way if you're in the field and you've got what you think is a female and you think is a male, you can look at it and have a pretty good idea. It just gets us trained to be able to more easily, be able to recognize what it is that you've got in the field and not having to do the whole probe business.
Cool. Let's get started.
Yeah, Dorian is now picking the most appropriate diameter tube for us to proceed.
Here you're seeing him carefully go through the number of tubes that he has in his hand, making sure that there's a larger one with a few smaller ones on the inside. This allows him to more easily get the snake inside the tubes without hurting the snake or putting us at risk. Understandably so, snakes don't want to go into a tube that's being forced over them, but they don't understand that this is also being done for their own safety and ours as well. While this process can take a while, I want to stress the importance of it. If you're bitten by a venomous snake, that is potentially a $100,000 hospital bill. That is potentially a lost limb. That is potentially a lost life.
Male, female.
So we want to do all things we can to avoid those
female.
issues.
You think this one's a female? What about you, Dorian?
Oh. Maybe a male.
I'm going male.
Here it is.
So I need this one.
To choose from, and picking the appropriate one is the
Tricky part.
tricky part.
And the snake inside too.
Yeah.
And this particular individual,
There it is. Come on. Go ahead. There it is.
see, he allowed the snake to go up into the tube about a third of its length, and then he held on, as you can see here, to prevent the snake from going forward or back. And this particular individual is being more than a little difficult.
All right. Now, if you saw what he just did, he put the thinner tube on, which cuts away from the snake's mobility.
Yeah, makes it even less likely.
Yeah. And
that,
now
that
here,
it'll be able to turn around.
now the cloaca is down here at the base of the tail, right there. Now we're gonna sex this snake, and we're gonna figure out whether it's a male or a female.
Because picking the correct probe here, it's equally important, because you want to make sure that you don't injure, which can happen if you're not careful, injure the snake while this is being done.
This is a small snake, so we're gonna need a small one. Probably this one right here.
That's what I was thinking.
And before we insert this, we will clean it up and put
Where's
it in
alcohol? Over here.
alcohol.
So always go the sanitary route to protect the snakes. All right. You want to do it or me?
Oh, you can do it, man.
Okay, cool. Right. Hold on. I know. It's not going down very far.
And I can try it too, so we can have a double check.
Yeah. So as of right now, it's looking like just what was that, 3 or 4 scales, huh?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 scales.
Okay, cool. As of right now, it's looking like a female.
Corey, you can hold it, please.
Hold
You want me to hold
the
it?
snake.
Oh, okay. There you go.
The snake, needless to say, is probably not overly enthused
Yeah.
with this process.
Understandably so.
But once it's been done,
It's a female?
female.
Hey, Corey, you were
correct.
right.
I was correct, but I cheated when I
Oh.
when I bought the snake. That's what I was told that it was.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But that just goes to show you that these guys, both by looks, thought it was a male,
Yeah.
and in reality, it ends up being a female. So
Absolutely.
this is why you want to probe. You can also use this method if you want to inspect them better.
Yep.
If there's an injury, if you want to do something to assist this injury, or just
Blood
to examine the
samples.
animal.
Yeah, blood samples, all
Blood
types of stuff.
samples, all kinds of stuff. Because as you can see, it can't turn around.
Yeah.
And now that it's relatively immobilized, you can give it much better examination than any other method.
Okay. And Corey, how dangerous are rock rattlesnakes?
They aren't. They're middle of the road. I mean, they aren't eastern diamondbacks. They aren't Mojaves that have got both hemotoxin and neurotoxin. At least the ones in Arizona.
Okay.
Pretty much middle of the road. But any of them you want to give plenty of respect to.
Absolutely. Okay. And then for those who don't know, what is hemotoxin and neurotoxin venom?
Neurotoxin affects your central nervous system.
Okay.
And that would be like your breathing.
Okay. And what about hemotoxic venom?
Hemotoxin will attack the skin area around the bite.
What's up, y'all? Now we have one of my personal favorite rattlesnakes, a blacktail.
Lots of people have blacktails as their favorite.
Looks so good.
And part of the reason why is because they are virtually always very calm, easygoing. They look good, but just in general, they're just a very calm, easygoing rattlesnake.
There we go. You can see that blacktail right there.
It graduates from being patterned to the last several inches of the snake turns very black and very dark. They also have a band that goes across their eyes. That's how you can easily tell them. And they're easygoing, even big ones. I caught big ones, when it was really hot and miserable out. and they were still really just wouldn't strike and just really easygoing guys. So that makes them popular and their beauty as well.
There we go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're okay. You're okay. There it is. There it is. Go ahead. There we go. There we go. There we go. Might need a.
Yeah. So we put the end of the tube over the snake's head, and the snake starts to go in a little bit, and then you touch their tails, and that causes them to reaction with all snakes to go forward a little bit.
Look at this.
See that black band that goes across his eyes?
Yeah.
That's how you can easily tell blacktails.
Yep. It's like they have a mask on.
Like they have a mask on.
Or that black tail. All right. Male or female?
That's
Male.
Male?
yeah, that's a male.
Male. I'm going male too. All right. Let's see. Again, we go to the cloaca, which is right at the base of its tail. And it's a male. The deeper it goes, the male. If it's shallow, it's a female. Yeah, give it a try. I got it.
Usually in the wild, you see far more female snakes of every species than female.
That's a male.
Yeah, male. Okay. All right. And now let's put it back. So when you're putting them back, you don't want them to go too far up the tube because they can't get stuck. So you just let them go. There you go. You also don't want to have your hand in there when it comes out.
Gravity feed.
We're good to go. Now for the next one. Hey, got a little guy here. So Corey, I'm going to show the camera this beautiful snake. Would you like to tell?
This is Lepidus calabri. It's a rock rattlesnake. There's a fair amount of coloration differences in the different calabri. If you look at that one, it's got a really bright orange tail, which is not unheard of, but it's not all that common either. And it still has the banding across. As you can see, again, fairly easygoing individual here.
Only is a male.
You think a male?
Yeah.
So you're going male?
Yeah, I want to see it better. I think that tube's too narrow. Let's a little later.
That should be it.
There you go. Come on, man. So Dorian guesses a male.
I'm waiting to have a better look. Again, in the wild, you find a lot more male individuals than females. The males are usually out more looking for the females, and the females are a little bit more reserved, staying in hidden habitat.
Boom.
There we go.
All right. So now that we have this one out,
You can see its bright orange tail.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the male. What do you say? I'm going with the male.
Unfortunately, I agree.
Okay.
It'd be nice for it to be females, but again, there are more males out there.
And again, the further. Okay. So when you're probing these snakes, the cloaca is here at the base of the tail, right there. The further in the probe goes, the more likely it's a male. And if it doesn't go in very far, then it's a female. All right, you ready? Oh, okay. All right. Always make sure to sanitize your probes first. We have rubbing alcohol. All right. And here you go. See how far in we're going. And if you're ever the one holding the tube, you have to hold the tube and the snake.
Male.
It's a male?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, let me switch with. You got it?
And then I should let me do it.
Okay, cool. Oh, you want to do this one instead?
So for this one, yeah. So for this one's right in the middle, like somewhere around here, and then it goes down.
There you go, Corey.
You don't go this way and then back?
No, like just back.
Here.
Yeah, right at the cloaca, but then go on the side and then come back. There you go.
Pretty deep, right?
You feel how deep it goes?
That went in a long way.
Yeah. So that's how we can tell this one's a male.
Right.
So, Corey,
Yes.
please tell the camera who we're working with now.
Now we have another collabori from New Mexico. Not a lot of coloration difference. This one might be more typical. You know, it does not have a nice orange tail. It does have kind of a pink color on there. Again, probably more typical.
There it is.
Use this one.
Oh. Nice and easy.
Female. I guess this is
Yeah, I'm gonna say female too. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go female too. That tail doesn't look very long. I'm sanitize the clothes. Same one from last time?
Yeah.
And that'd be nice if that was a female. Let me go first.
There you go.
It's not going very deep. Oh,
Right there.
Going in at all, I don't think.
okay. You want to do it or you want me to do it real
You
quick?
can do it.
Yeah. It's only going in 2 scales.
Female.
You got a female.
Wonderful.
So, Corey, what kind of snakes do we have here?
Here we have two speckled.
Ooh, we got somebody coming out.
Yep, I was afraid of that.
Gotta be careful.
That's what I was afraid of.
We're gonna flip the boy.
In here, and I'll close it up better.
Watch your fingers.
Yep.
There we go.
In Baghdad, northern Arizona. Also found down in the Phoenix area.
Okay. And you said these ones
South Mountain Park. Jim.
You gotta be careful. They are escape artists.
Well, they're so small.
Yeah.
Leave them there and see if.
He's gonna keep coming out. But Doran, you can keep working on that one.
This is too big for this snake.
You want me to get you the small hook? Or the,
I'm gonna flip this over.
here we go. I got it. You can let go if you need to. You're okay. I got it. How do you want to do it? Are you creeping up towards my hand? There it is. There it is.
Some more too.
And we put it in the smaller tube to restrain its movement a little bit more, which keeps us and the snake safe.
All right. You think that's a male or a female?
Might be a female.
You want female? What about you, Corey?
The tail's pretty short. So I'm gonna go female too.
Ooh, I'm going male. The cloaca's all the way up here. I'm going male.
Let's see.
All right.
That's a male.
Yeah.
No.
It's a male. I was right.
I want female.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a male.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Let's see what the next one is.
Camera. This is why they're called speckled rattlesnakes. Look at that. Oh yeah, that looks good.
So let me show you what we did with this. So we put it.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, it's out. I see it right there. See it in the corner? So when you're working with venomous snakes in bags, you always got to be careful because they can bite through the fabric. Put the box out. I can grab it. Hey, I see what she did.
And I know at least 2 people who've been bitten through the bag.
All right, you get it?
Notice how Dorian's taken the bag with the snake stick rather than using his hand.
There it is.
I wonder if you could use one that's a lot bigger.
Turn on.
You got it? There it is. Ah.
Looks like he's got it now.
Ooh, no, he's going out.
Oh, we need this one.
Boom. There it is.
Still
Who's in here? Black tail.
Corey,
It's a male.
all the way here.
Ooh. It's a male. I'm sorry, Corey.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're right here, Corey. I'm sorry, man. That's a male.
That's why you sex stuff.
That's why we sex stuff. So you can figure out whether it's a male or a female.
And though we thought we had a pair, the reality is we clearly have 2 males.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 males, so can't do much with those.
Thank you. That was fun.
So here we have a copperhead, of which there are several species of. This one is Transpecos. Common or Latin name would be Pictogasser. This one's really pretty, as you'll see momentarily.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's probably the best looking copperhead I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really, and personality-wise, it's pretty easygoing. Copperheads have a tendency to be not bitey like whip around, and once you put a stick on them to pin them down, then
Very happy with it.
they're very unhappy and the like. So I'll be curious to see how long it takes Dorian to get this one tubed. Because this one's got a good personality, but it is a copperhead.
Yeah. Here it is.
Now I'm real curious on the sex of this one.
All right.
Let's have a look at the tail.
Go ahead and prop the, yeah. Let's prop the phone up.
Yeah, see, she's
All right, so you get some mail.
tubed now.
You're getting the mail too, Dorian?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see, where is it? Ooh, that looks kind of short.
You should see the other one upstairs.
Oh, the other one's longer? Oh, the other one's shorter.
Much shorter.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to go with the mail then. Wow, the scales on this one.
Yeah, she's really perfect all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, these probes here have a little ball on the end, so you don't damage the snake. And they're probably stainless steel, which makes them cleaner. But you still, again, you want to sterilize these before you insert them for sexing. So, like most copperheads, once you pin them or whatever, they can be pretty whippy. So I'm counting on my friend Dorian here to keep good tight grip on that snake grip. It's way down there.
Yeah, definitely a mail. All right, we got a mail.
Which is what we all suspected.
Yeah.
You want to do a close-up and show them the snake. See how pretty that guy is?
Yeah, it's a good looking snake right there.
What we have next here is another calabri,
Which is a rock rattlesnake.
and it has kind of a green cast. It's real pretty. So we'll see how well this one.
So I'll show you guys this one first. Nice. Oh yeah. Look at
It
that.
has kind of a green cast on it.
Oh, this is such a good. Ooh. That wasn't very nice. All right, let's go and put you back
Probably
in.
sees his reflection in the camera.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's do it.
I have your camera.
My phone?
Oh, she looks good. Or he. What are we thinking? Male or female?
Male.
Let me see. Where's the cloaca? Ooh, hold on, let me see. The cloaca is
He's
right
green,
there. Oh, it's definitely a male. See? So the cloaca is right there. Now we got that long tail. I'm going with a male. Let's still sex it just to make sure though.
Yeah, that's a male.
That's a male.
Yep, we're down 5 scales already.